What's going on, YouTube? We're back. We've got, oh, almost knocked over my camera. We're back, and we're going to be doing another top 5 video. I said I was going to knock out all the roles. We did Jungle 3 days ago. That'll probably change next week, sadly, because they're nerfing Naja, and I'm guessing and assuming and kind of planning on Naja to move way down the list from number 1, maybe into 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 slot on top junglers. But it doesn't matter. We're going to go ahead and knock out ADCs. We're going to go from 5 down to number 1. And you'll have a list of what ADCs to be playing and what builds to be building and how to be playing the game. So, number 5 on that list is going to be Rama. Rama's really, really strong right now because of clear and pressure in lane, the ability to do damage, the ability to be safe, and engage in a fight with the ultimate from, essentially, it's a semi-global, I guess, right? You've got a shit ton of range on that. You can use it for a lot. You use it for kill securing, for stalling and living if you're getting ganked, for just doing flat damage, for stealing objectives. It has a lot of potential, and as I said, the clear is the number one thing, the number one reason that you're seeing Rama played a lot still, plus the builds do favor Rama and the steroid you get from Rama. Outside of that, the reason Rama's a little bit higher and number 5 on the list is the lack of control, the lack of safety, because like you have the ability to go up in the air and be okay for a bit, but that's not an escape. That's a stall or a return damage, however you want to trade it out. But it's not an escape. You've got this slight roll that can be interrupted, canceled, followed very easily. It's not that much range. It's just not super duper safe. He also doesn't have any CC in his kit, which could be a somewhat issue. And he doesn't have any CC immunity outside of going up the air and using the ultimate. So it's a little rough sometimes, but it is a really strong god to be playing right now. The 2 builds you're looking at, which are going to apply to all the hunters overall, are going to be an attack speed kind of pen power type build, right? It's not really an ability build. It's attack speed, it's skins, all the good stuff, right? And that's the build we're going to go over first. You've got Devo gloves into your booties. Your booties are really going to change. So for Rama, Ninja Tabby isn't necessarily going to be your ideal. Sorry, my OBS is being weird. Isn't going to be your ideal boots because of your steroid being so good, along with all the other attack speed items, assuming you're going this attack speed Kins pen build. So Warrior is going to be next. After that, you're going to go ahead and pick up an Ichival, which is going to give you a lot of attack speed and going to be another reason you are grabbing those attack speed boots. And then you're going to be going into a Executioner. Gonna be grabbing another, or the Kins, and then gonna be grabbing your flat pen. So here is gonna be your full build, essentially, right? Your full build. This is what you're gonna be building. If you want to just do flat damage, say they're tankier, so this is what you're building. This could just be a more comfortable build for you. You don't want to rely on RNG of crit. Your ability to box against somebody with crit is probably gonna be lower though. So that's something you have to remember. You aren't usually going to outback somebody who's going to hit you for 5, 6, 7, 800 with autos and 3-shot you, where you're going to have to land a bunch of smaller autos that are getting this Kin Sice off. And then late game, you will swap out the Ichival and grab yourself an Oboe. Doing this will put you at a 2.0 attack speed. Like I said, popping your 2 will pretty much almost, I don't know if it does cap you out on Rama. I don't know if it's 50 or 70% or 80%. Let me check. I always forget the 2. The 2 max, that was 50%. Yeah. So you're getting 50% more attack speed. So your attack speed will be up there. This is the ideal build. This is going to work on all of your ADCs. All of them. Try this build. Try your crit build. See which one you like better. Most people do prefer the crit, other than when they have to kill frontline. This will kill frontline. Crit build really won't kill frontline unless you're really far ahead. And then remember, if you're playing a god without a crazy steroid, you're probably going to get Ninja Tabby boots. Straightforward. Then for your other build, it's going to be your crit build. You're going to go ahead and swap out a couple items. You're going to go Executioner here. You're going to go the Executioner into a lot of people. It seems to be like up in the air. They're testing a lot of stuff. Some people rush Poison Star here and then get a Wind Demon and then get Deathbringer, or they skip Deathbringer and they go to another crit item and then they'll get another pen item last. They're kind of it really doesn't seem static amongst what build people really like. A lot of people have been trying out Rage lately, but Rage is only going to be really strong in your rank games where you're just fighting a lot and you're getting those kills, and you also have to go that item early to get the full benefit out of it, and most people aren't building it third. So I'm not going to tell you to build Rage. I'm going to tell you the builds that I really find the most useful. So you could swap out either of those. You go Poison Star and then Executioner, or you go Executioner and then Poison Star. 100% up to you, whichever one's more comfortable. I'd say Poison Star is probably more fun. Executioner is probably smarter and safer and just easier to go around because there's way less RNG. You're then going to go ahead and pick up your Wind Demon, and then you're going to go ahead and pick up your Deathbringer. This build, you're getting your lifesteal, you're getting your pen. It's not going to be a shit ton of pens. You are not going to kill frontline as we talked about before, but you are going to be sitting on a lot of crit, which is going to be awesome for you. 65% chance to crit. There is some RNG, and it's going to be there, but it's nowhere near as much as just grabbing 1 crit item or 2 crit items. Plus, you're still getting attack speed out of 2 of the 3 crit items, and it's just going to work out really well. Just remember, you want to kill the squishies with this build, and you want to only hit the front line when you have to, especially if they have Nemean or something returning damage. It could fuck you up. So, those are the 2 builds. Those are the 2 ideas. They are going to apply to all of the ADCs. Next up, number 4 on the list is going to be Hachiman. Hachiman is very similar to Rama. You have an ultimate that is essentially a safety ultimate. You can use it to chase when you want to be aggressive. You could Rama ult up in the air and do your damage with it. Or you can use it to get out / stall fights or just stay at a safe range. Hachi's a little bit safer though because the ultimate lasts longer and you can move in it. It gives you a slow coming out of it when you hit people. It's a team fight ultimate because it's going to hit multiple people. So that is one reason you're going to see Hachi higher on the list than Rama. Plus you have CC in the kit and a dash. It's way more of an aggressive dash in my opinion. It is safe. It's kind of similar to Rama's role, except for it has CC mixed into it. And it does a little bit of base damage, right? It's still really, really good. The god has good clear, and the god is safe. That is why Hachi is number 4 on the list. That's why you're going to see Hachi played a decent amount, and that is kind of the idea behind the god. It's that simple. Both builds, once again, will work on him. He has a steroid on the 2 when you drop it and when you stand in it. So the boots are kind of up to you. I'd probably just go ahead and grab power boots. Number 3 on the list is going to be Artemis. Artemis is a lot different from the first 2 we talked about. She is not safe. She lacks complete mobility, but she has a CC immune ult, which is very, very aggressive, hyper aggressive. It has CC in the ult. It's going to be stunning people. You can trap people out of it and pretty much CC them for a good amount of time, enough time for you to kill them very easily, especially when it's a squishy. You've got the self peel because of the ultimate. You have the slow, which is nice for lane. You've got decent clear. You've got the steroid on your 2. This guy just gets dove very easily. So your positioning has to be good. Your use of the ultimate has to be good. And you want to be W king. You want to be the ones aggressing. You want to be the ones chasing them when you have an Artemis on your team. You don't want to be counter engaging. You don't want to be sitting back the whole time. When you're W king, the game is much easier for you, especially in your rank games. That's 100% going to be how you want to play all of that out. That's absolutely how you want it to be. So Artemis was our number 2. Number 1 on the list is going to be Medusa. Medusa is a pressure god. Medusa has a team fight ultimate that has CSC immunity. It has mobility, but it's not strong mobility. It has high burst with a combo of your dash into your 1, because your dash is going to root them essentially for a second. You're going to be able to get your 3 or 4 auto attacks off. I forgot to change. Your 4 auto attacks off at max rank on your 1, which is a shit ton of burst because they're really fast and they do a lot of damage. You have crazy clear with the 2. As I said, aggression. This god is going to be pressure in lane, pressure all the time, really good team fighting, really good at chasing people out, really good at pretty much doing everything except for being safe. Medusa dies. She will die if you aren't positioning well. But outside of that, in ranked, most of your rank games are going to be a lot of fighting, a lot of who has pressure, and getting yourself pressure on a god like Medusa is going to be ideal for you 100% of the time. You want Medusa, you want to be playing Medusa, you want to know how to play Medusa, and you want to know how to combo your abilities. Use your ultimate the smart way. When you turn corners or you're going into a team fight, try not to make it obvious that you're ulting. Don't sit there and auto attack a couple times and then just throw out your ult into everybody because they're going to see it coming. Turn the fucking corner with a hard ult. If you're already starting, turn that corner, smack them in the dick. Smack the whole team in the dick. Get yourself a triple stun, get yourself all the kills, wipe them, Gold Fury, easy peasy. In lane, pressure out, clear, clear, clear. Go get their buffs, push them under the tower, ward up so you're safe, and play smart. If you're not playing smart and you're only playing for kills on this god, you'll die a lot. You'll still be useful. You'll die a lot. So use the aggression the way you need to use the aggression. All right, be smart about it. Number 1 on the list should be no surprise. You literally see this god in mid lane. You see this god in the ADC role. In ranked, you'll see it in jungle sometimes. You'll see it in the solo lane sometimes. The global ultimate is fucking broken. The god has high clear and is extremely safe. Your 1-2 combo chunks people, especially late game. Your 1-2 combo clears really well if you're just focusing on clearing. You don't even need to combo them together. You can just throw out your 1 and auto attack because the god is sick. And the safety of your 3, the fact that you're taken out of the game. You dash into the wall, no one can target you, no one can touch you, you aren't taking damage, nothing's happening to you, and then you get to dash out again is ridiculous. The ultimate, the ability to chase, essentially, you want to have really good map awareness or really good comms going on if you want to just maximize the use of the ultimate. If your team is fighting in mid lane and the other jungler jumps in, ult up in the air, everyone is super slowed, you land on them, they have no mobility, you get a free kill, you get 2 free kills, you grab a wave, and then you head back over to your lane. Same thing works with late game. You split push, you can go ahead and push out that dual lane while your team's setting up for fire. Your team says, hey, we're starting to fight, or hey, they just ran away, let's go, go, go. You ult up in the air, you jump into the fight on the person that has their mobility down, you get yourself a kill, get the fuck out, get safe, reposition, and you're good to go. The ultimate is insane. The 3 is very strong when used properly. And then the 1-2 combo, the ability to just nuke somebody, root them, and then have attack speed afterwards to hit them a few times is very much broken. It is very strong. I'd say the slow from the ultimate is probably the most annoying thing in his whole kit, though, when playing against him. So remember, when you're playing the game, if you just want to help your team get a kill, that slow goes a long way. That slow a lot of the time in a team fight will cause someone else in the team fight to die that wasn't even being focused just because it's so annoying and hard to play around. So those are your top 5 ADCs in my opinion. You do see gods like Freya play in the ADC role occasionally, but I wouldn't prioritize that because I think Freya is the best mid in the game, and I think in the ADC, like the drop off, the usefulness of the god is ridiculous. So just play that god in mid lane when you're gonna play her. You'll see gods like Ho Yi and Ul, and people are gonna ask, why aren't they on the top of the list? They are very good. Don't get me wrong, they are very good. But in rank throughout the start to the end of the game, they have, in my opinion, a decent fall off. Ho Yi, sure, you have the pen, which is awesome. Ho Yi is easy to dive and easy to kill. Just not a hard god to deal with, in my opinion. And then Ul is amazing for early game and insanely hard to deal with in early game. And then once you get the late game, he doesn't do as much. It just, you don't feel the presence. And no team fight ultimate. While Ho Yi does have a team fight ultimate, it's something that you can play around very easily. It's a long drawn out ult that's not going to hit somebody the whole time it's up. It's more of an annoyance, or a, I want to get on this person, so I'm going to slow him for half a second to get on them type of thing. All the other ADCs, in my opinion, are very much lackluster. Honor gets played as a counter pick sometimes. I don't think you should be playing him in ranked. I think you should be prioritizing the 5 I said. If you want to be a early game ADC, Ul is fine. Ho Yi is good mid and early and mid game. Sorry. Play those gods if those are your thing. But the top 5 gods, in my opinion, are the ones I listed. The reasons are there. The builds are there. So you guys should. Ooh, I'm dying. Woo. Sorry, guys. The builds should be known. The 2 builds, pretty generic. You can swap items around a little bit, but you shouldn't be going fucking Aussie Devos, Bloodforge, into boots. You shouldn't be starting with Aussie. You should be doing these builds, play and build like the top players in the game do, and make it easy on yourself to become a better player. Being a build wizard and coming up with this magic shit is not how you get good at Smite. I'm sorry, it's not how it works. It's not that order. Copy the builds so you begin to understand them and you learn how to play the game properly. Watch your other pro ADCs if you want to be a pro ADC player. Watch Barracuda. Go watch fucking everybody. Watch pro games and pay attention to how positioning is. You will get better. These things will get you there. These builds, these gods will get you there. I'll see you on the video later tonight. And tomorrow, we're going to be knocking out supports. So if you're a support laner, now you know who you should be laning with. And I'm going to tell you who you should be playing tomorrow. I'll see y'all later.